Alright guys, as you can see behind me, it says here Şəhər Bulvarı, which means White City Boulevard. So starting from here all the way until the end of the boulevard, which will be continued in the future, it's called White Boulevard, and that's because there's a new region being built which is called Baku White City. And Baku White City is going to be pretty big, and already there is a whole district of Baku White City which is already built. So we're going to be walking there today and I'll be showing you Baku White City. So yeah, let's go. Alright guys, so right now I'm going into an underpass, and here you can see a lot of cool graphics on the walls, for example. Alright, so this second underpass that we're in today, it's also very interesting. Here it has pictures of renderings of the White City, so what you could expect in the White City, and a lot of these photos that you can see now have already been built. Look at this, the future of Baku White City. So one thing about the White City here that's being built is that it used to be called Black City throughout the centuries. So here it says the Black City throughout centuries will turn white, clean. There will be grown flowers and it'll come to be a beautiful sight of Azerbaijan. So that was said by former leader of Azerbaijan, Heydar Aliyev. So why it was called Black City was because over here there was a lot of oil production and oil plants and things like that. And the land was like not dirty but black from the oil. And they had to clean up a lot of these oils to lay the new foundations here. So in the White City there's going to be a whole lot of new developments, and there's going to be a bunch of different areas in the White City. I don't know the names, but there's a website. You can go check it out. Just type White City Project Baku, and you can see that there's going to be a whole bunch of new areas. There's going to be like a business district, residential areas, of course, commercial areas. So it's really interesting. So here we can see that 621 HA development, 10 districts with 10 different styles. There'll be 104,000 residents, 90,000 jobs, 6.5 million square meters of built-up area, 45,000 residential and commercial units, 85,000 parking spaces, 95 hectares of landscaping, and 5 kilometers of boulevard line. So really cool. So there's already some businesses operating here in this part of the Baku White City. For example, behind me there's 2 coffee shops, and there's already people chilling out there. Take a look at this. The type of people that are living here right now, driving these sort of cars. Maserati here. And in contrast with that building, really cool. So here in front of me, you can see this one of these developments here in the Baku White City. It's still being built, so a lot of the buildings are still in progress, and a lot of them are finished. And there's it's going to be a huge... Basically, the Baku White City is going to be bigger than the original city of Baku. So here's an example of that. It looks like yeah, so this one's called Park Hill Terrace. So yeah, and there's a lot of investment opportunities here in the White City for construction companies and so on. Alright guys, here around me is the district of the White City called Knight's Bridge, something like that. And immediately, we've seen it on the map and we were kind of looking for this place too. But immediately upon entering, I could say, hey, these buildings are kind of have like a London-esque feel to them. So yeah, this is definitely Knight's Bridge district. It's really cool. And here we have like a circular area and the buildings wrap around it. And there's a central park there, so we can go check it out. So here behind me you can see some office district. Over here will be some offices, some businesses, and over here we have a shop called Neptune Supermarket. It's the first of the kind that I've seen here in Azerbaijan. So Neptune Supermarket looks pretty cool. There's also an electronic shop that is attached to it. I'm gonna go inside now and get something to drink. Alright guys, I got the good stuff from Vietnam. Look at this, some juicy fruit, just what the doctor ordered, super refreshing. And there we got guava, super tasty drinks. So you can see how this place is developing and developing fast. Like behind me there's still a construction of some residential areas. It's really nice. So we're gonna go over there and sit on a bench and enjoy our drinks. So where we're standing right now is called Central Boulevard Street 2023. And over here is a big apple, a red apple, and the artist was Enrique Cabrera. And behind there's a picture showing New York City where the apple is also located. So either this is the same apple that was in New York City and they moved it here, or they just had a second one that was made for Baku White City. Pretty interesting, huh? Well guys, now it's getting a little bit dark, so I don't know how much I'll be able to show you, but basically we've seen what we can see here in the Baku White City. Really cool. It's looking really beautiful so far. All these different types of residential buildings. We have some French style, we got some British style, got some modern, some polygon art. Really interesting place. I think it has huge potential and I'm very excited to see where it goes in the future. And this white city will be like the future of Baku, for real, for real. And apparently it's going to be built like in a sustainable way, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's good. Look here, we have a dragon. I wonder what the dragon means. Okay, and this right here is a business market, business park, and here is a COP 29, and there's actually a countdown, so it's 70,014 days, 30 minutes, oh sorry, 70 days, 14 hours, 30 minutes, 31 seconds, so I don't know what's gonna be happening in 70 days. Okay, so there's a conference going to happen in 70 days, 14 hours. How interesting is that? Looks really nice. I wonder what type of offices will be here, what type of businesses will be here. I wonder if there will be any international businesses here. Here is a big plaque of the entrance of this business park, which says Baku White City Business Market 2023, landmark number 2. Really cool. So COP 2029. This is the sustainable development. Oh, one really, three really interesting things about the Baku White City is that they're going to be expanding the public transportation system. So along with new bus lines, they're also going to be extending the original metro system. So for example, I think it's the Green Line. It's going to be extended and it's going to go through the whole White City. There'll also be a whole new line. I think it's going to be a purple line, something like that. A whole new metro line. And one of the most exciting things is going to be a new, well, not new because, well, yeah, new, but there hasn't been one. There was in the far distant past of Baku, but there's going to be a tram line as well. Apparently it's going to be like running along near the boulevard. So that's really interesting. And then the other really cool part will be a new transportation system on the actual sea. It's going to be a water taxi. So you can catch, water taxi from this part of the boulevard and take it to another part of the boulevard. That's really exciting. Alright guys, that's been the end of this video here in the Baku White City. If you did like what you see, then please give this video a like and subscribe. Yeah, beautiful place. We saw a lot of cool things. See you next time. Anyway, that's been the video for today. I hope you did like it. Hope you enjoyed what you've seen, and if you did like, give me a like and a subscribe. That was cheesy AF. Anyway, see ya.